Thinking of ending things. Thought about ending things 20 minutes into the movie, thought about ending things 40 minutes into the movie, and at the end, I fucking definitely wanted to end everything, because this movie didn't end shit for me. Hey guys, your boy K back here with another review for Movies in a Nutshell. This week, I'll be doing I Think I Should End Things. Before I get started with this, it's hard to say, I fucking hated this movie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It was terrible. This is a difficult watch. Be sure to hit that like button, because the video is gonna be fire, but the movie's, it's a disappointment.
Soon this will all be a distant memory.
Who is this?
It's me.
No, it was me.
I tell you, I would misplace my own head if it wasn't screwed onto my own head.
I feel like I was seeing them as they were, seeing them as they will be, seeing them after they're gone. I'm thinking of
You
ending.
can stay here. Excuse me? You don't have to go
I don't have to go where?
forward.
People like to think of themselves as points moving through time, but I think it's the opposite. We're stationary, and time passes through us, blowing like cold wind. Maybe this is how it was always going to end.
This movie is about a girl taking a trip with her newly acquired boyfriend to meet his parents for the first time. But if I could borrow a quote from the Netflix description, things are not as they appear. The whole fucking movie is not as it appears, alright? It's a bunch of artistic crap that is, I don't fucking, let me start this over. I'm fucking getting mad just thinking about it. This movie is artsy as hell. If artsy is confusing, then it is the most artistic fucking movie I've ever seen since The Fountain. I had high hopes going into it because that's from the same people who did Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, which is probably the most romantic shit that I fucking like. All-star cast that one. Jim Carrey, Kirsten Dunst, Mark Ruffalo, fucking Elijah Wood. I mean, and Doc Ock was in it from Spider-Man 2, even though I hate the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. All-star dudes. But this, I'm thinking of ending things, just doesn't seem like a good follow-up to the same people who brought about that visionary tale. This is based off a book, and I'm hoping things in the book translate much better than the actual movie, but what we get is it's fucking disappointing, honestly. So much so to the point that I tried to make the game better by introducing alcohol, because, alcohol tends to make shit better when it's not going great. Alcohol failed me this night. Not even Neft could save the day. And it's Neft or it's nothing, guys. The first act of this movie is the road trip on the way to the parents' house, which features a lot of strained and awkward conversations, a lot of philosophical talk, a lot of poetry that doesn't add shit to the story overall. It's just there. The characters themselves seem genuinely agitated with each other at times, even though it's the fucking start of the movie and they're taking this road trip. With the female lead's character saying the titular line, "I'm thinking of ending things," several times in the first act alone. Now, if you choose to watch this movie, anytime they say, "I'm thinking of ending things," do what we did, take a shot. It'll help break up the mundaneness of the movie itself. The second act involves them getting to their destination and shit goes off the rails even further than it already was. There is no real clear line of storytelling. There's shit that adds up, that makes sense, but in the second act is where you really think that, okay, this might be a horror movie. And I was looking forward to that. I was waiting for the big reveal. There's shit that makes it feel kind of creepy, but then it just fucking passes over that and keeps going. The final act of the movie chugs along at a pace that you would expect from the first two acts. Very confusing conversation, things that don't add up. Sometimes a character change happens and then they change back. A lot more philosophical talk. And then the movie ends in one big fucking cliffhanger. It's also a musical for some reason because this is West Side Story at the end. I don't fucking know why. Now, I watched this movie with Journey, and we both have had several fucking ideas about what this whole thing could mean. But the movie is artistic crap buried under several layers of obscurity, leaving everything in this shit open to interpretation. These are not my favorite types of movies. This is not what I'm about. I like my shit straight to the point. There's a bad guy. You know he's the bad guy. He's got a German accent, he's the bad guy. Or he's got a big scar across his face and he's blind in one eye. Classic bad guy sign. That dude's not up to any good. He's not saving puppies, he's kicking them. My biggest problem with this movie is that I was bored in the beginning and then kind of intrigued in the middle, but none of that panned out. And again, the only reason I was intrigued in the middle is because this movie was definitely giving off thriller/horror movie vibes. None of that shit came to fruition. Just kept going right back into the bullshit. And to top it all off, it's fucking 2 hours long. It's 2 hours I will never get back in my life. The alcohol helped, but it's fucking 2 whole ass hours. Now let's rate this bitch. You guys know the rating system. Awesome must watch, damn fine movie, good dumb fun, watch when you're bored, and avoid at all costs. And before we get to that, my nutshell, in a nutshell, of this movie, it's a confusing story about a couple taking a trip that they probably shouldn't really be on. It ends in a very confusing way. The family of the dude is shit. The guy himself is kind of creepy. There's a high school for some reason, and I just didn't enjoy it. So, with great pleasure, this is my first avoid at all costs. Okay guys, I'm thinking of Ending Things comes out on Netflix on September 4th. Around that time, Journey will be dropping a companion video that explains the movie and the ending. If you guys choose to watch it, be sure to drop us some comments. I would love to talk about this with you because you might not hate it. This is all me. I like low-level, low-brow shit, you know? But this is definitely something that I wouldn't enjoy seeing regularly. I would love to hear from you guys in this aspect. Once again, guys, I'm Kay. This has been Movies in a Nutshell. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for all future videos. You can find me on all social media at KReptar, and I'm seriously giving thought